Hey everyone, my name is Trenton Plager and I'm a fourth year IGM Ambassador. Today I'll be talking about how I use Trello to manage my time. This semester, of course, has been rough for everyone in different ways, time management being only one of those ways. I know that a lot of people are having difficulty managing their workload because of asynchronous classes. To help me with this, I've started using Trello to help me manage my time. Now, let me start off by saying that there are a lot of different ways to use Trello and other task management software to manage your time. This is just the way that I like to do it. So here, I've set up an example task board with the different lists that I like to use. First, you'll see a today and tomorrow list, so that I know what I have to get done that day and what I have to get done the next day, so if I get everything done, then I can move ahead. Then I have a this week and a next week list, so that I can see kind of what I have to get done that week, and then at the end of the week, I can just move things over, so I don't have to actually populate a new list. You'll also see a sometime list. Now, this list I basically just use for anything that I need to keep an eye on, but stuff that isn't due right away. So like big class projects that I'm working on over the entire semester, or things that I already know I'll have to do but are further than 2 weeks out, I'll put here in this list. Moving on to the done lists, I like to keep 3 different versions: daily, weekly, and general. They're pretty self-explanatory as to their purpose. I just like to be able to have the different views so I can see how much I've accomplished in each time period. It helps with motivation sometimes. As you probably guessed, things move from today over to the daily done list, and then to the weekly done at the end of the day, and then on to general done at the end of the week. Finally, I have a templates list. I like to create templates and labels for each class that I'm enrolled in, and then I like to keep a personal label as well for anything outside of school. So if I were a freshman right now, I would probably create an IGM 105 card that looks like this, and then I would add a label that looks like this. So then if I wanted to, say, work on the homework, I would go to this week because I'm getting ahead on it. Hit create from template, click this card, and rename it to homework 3, let's say. Go to the due date, mark it as a little over a week out at 11:59 p.m., and hit save. And then sometimes I also like to put a description and a checklist in. Checklists are usually for if I'm working on something that I know I'll be doing piece by piece, because then I can see how much I actually have left to do. So now we'll go look at my own board that I've populated this year and that I started working on last year. As you can see, I have a lot of templates. I actually like to have templates for items themselves and also for each class and for like team meetings that I know I'm going to have. You'll see that a lot of them have this little icon here. That's from the card repeater power-up that Trello has. You can only get power-ups, I'm pretty sure, if you have Trello Gold. So it's not something that you need to have, but it does make it pretty nice because you can just hit this repeat button and mark what days you want something to repeat. I usually have it repeat and go to the tomorrow list a day before it's actually going to occur at midnight. So that way I don't actually have to have a bunch of stuff in this week. I can just, it automatically goes to tomorrow, and the only things I have to actually have in the weekly lists are assignments. I also have these 2 buttons here, complete day and complete week. Those just move everything from daily done to weekly done, and from weekly done to general done. And then the other button that I have is this complete card button. I would say that's the nicest. It marks off a due date and moves it to daily done when I'm done with something. Once again, you don't have to have any of these, but they can be pretty nice. And if you know you're going to use them, it might be worth it to get Trello Gold and to get these, but that's something that you have to decide. So I hope you've all enjoyed seeing this explanation of how to manage your time with Trello. I really hope this tool helps stay on top of classes during this weird COVID time. Everyone, please have a great rest of the semester.